Hi everybody, this is Melissa from the Corrales Community Library, and we are going to be doing our regularly scheduled story time on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. So that's what I'm here to do. So I apologize, it's taken us a little while to get to this point with the library shut down and everything. But I don't want to bore you with all that stuff too much. I want to make this fun. And so let's do a story time. I have 3 books I'm going to read here. The first is Zomo the Rabbit. So a lot of you who normally come to story time have probably heard this. The other is What Do You Do With a Problem? And a lot of you have probably heard of this too. And the next one is After the Fall. This is Humpty Dumpty's story after his fall from the wall. So, we're going to start out with, what do you think we should start out with? What do you do with a problem? And this book is always relevant. I think it's awesome. So, I'm going to put on my reading glasses here. So, what do you do with a problem? I don't know how it happened, but one day I had a problem. I didn't want it. I didn't ask for it. I really didn't like having a problem, but it was there. Why is it here? What does it want? What do you do with a problem? I thought. I wanted to make it go away. I shooed it, I scowled at it, I tried ignoring it, but nothing worked. I started to worry about my problem. What if it swallows me up? What if my problem sneaks up and gets me? What if it takes away all of my things? I worried a lot. I worried about what would happen. I worried about what could happen. And I worried about this and that. And the more I worried, the bigger my problem became. I wished it would just disappear. I tried everything I could to hide from it. I even found ways to disguise myself, but it still found me. And the more I avoided my problem, the more I saw it everywhere. I thought about it all the time. It didn't feel good at all. I couldn't take it anymore. This has to stop, I declared. Maybe I was making my problem bigger and scarier than it actually was. After all, my problem hadn't really swallowed me up or attacked me. I realized that I had to face it. So even though I didn't want to, even though I was really afraid, I got ready and I tackled my problem. When I got face to face with it, I discovered something. My problem wasn't what I thought it was. I discovered it had something beautiful inside of it. My problem held an opportunity. It was an opportunity for me to learn and to grow and to be brave, to do something. Such an awesome book. It showed me that it was important to look closely because some opportunities only come once. So now I see problems differently. I'm not afraid of them anymore because I know their secret. Every problem has an opportunity for something good. You just have to look for it. All right, so now let's do Humpty Dumpty, his story after he falls from the wall. It's how Humpty Dumpty got back up again. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know, it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. There's the wall, the famous wall. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. There he is, all put back together. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. So I think Humpty Dumpty was still upset. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. See, there's high things up there that he would like to get to, but he's afraid to go high. I walked past the wall every day. I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. So there he is at the bottom of the wall, looking up and wishing that he felt brave enough to go back up there. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. So you can see there's something flying. Looks like a paper airplane, or maybe a real airplane, but it's flying. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day, I kept trying and trying. There's Humpty Dumpty working on making paper airplanes. Until I got it just right. And that's a pretty awesome paper airplane right there.